Welcome to the show that's part talk show and all assholes. It's the S List. So tonight on the S List, we're going to talk about, in the movie in my head, ellipses, or ellipsis, I should say.
Fill in the blank.
Fill in the blank. This is kind of like a phenomenon, I guess, like everybody goes through. They don't want to like be so pretentious as to being like, if I made the movie, this is what I would have done better. Yeah, exactly.
Mine is just kind of like a script issue.
Okay.
Okay. So I was watching War of the Worlds, Steven Spielberg movie, right? I enjoyed that movie. I thought it was pretty solid. People give Tom Cruise some shit, but you know what? I like the dude.
I think he stepped up.
Running gets old.
Whatever, he can run wherever he wants.
He was very scared in that movie.
He was very scared.
He was scared.
It was purposeful.
You could tell.
Anyway, so my biggest problem with that movie, and I think something that would have changed the dynamic and made it a lot stronger, is he has this scene where the son wants to go run and like help people fight. Right? Which is fine. That's a you know, you're fucking 15 years old, you're invincible, whatever. That makes sense. You're like, I can fucking win this war.
Yeah, and the kid's a dick. We already saw him, like, you know.
Yeah, they're having that, like, baseball catch and stuff, but whatever. And so, him and Tom Cruise have this nice moment where he tells him he loves him and he doesn't want him to go, but at the same time, Tom Cruise has to decide who needs him more. The younger girl, Dakota Fanning.
Who's getting
kidnapped
by, like, people.
Off by somebody else.
You know, yeah, somebody else trying to help him.
Or his son who... You know, it's about letting go. It's about letting go of his son, right? And he lets it go, and there's like this like big explosion, and like for as far as anyone's concerned, the kid's dead.
Yeah,
that motherfucker is dead.
Yeah, the airplanes came.
There's a whole another scene with him and Dakota Fanning where they have to like deal with this.
Yeah,
like her brother, his son, dead,
gone forever. But
then they get to their destination. And who the fuck walks out of the door?
Yeah.
That fucking kid.
The kid's alive.
Like, what the fuck is he doing? Oh, P.S. I made it to Boston.
Hey, that's a Steven Spielberg movie, in case you forgot.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
And it was such a strong moment where it's like, oh man, like
they made it.
They made it.
Yeah.
And you know they're gonna have to explain what happened to the son, and it's a shame, but
it's like powerful.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
But then that motherfucker walks out of the thing, and it's like, what are you doing there? How did you get there?
Guys, my eyeliner didn't smear at all. Don't worry, I'm good.
Well, like, for me, that's
the gravity's lost.
It's lost, exactly. That scene with him and Dakota Fanning, he's singing the song to her, trying to comfort her. She's already got these like panic attacks. All that setup is blown.
The whole is
blown because of this
fucking clean
Walt Disney ending. You know what I mean? It's just. That's my contribution.
There is a series of movies, or I guess recently it's in vogue to like show an alternate ending to the film, or to film an entire alternate ending to the film, which we talked about 28 Days Later, which actually has 4 alternate endings, and they're all excellent, which not every movie is fortunate enough to have. You know, to have like some kind of like imagination or some creativity, like, and just like to expand the universe a little bit more.
It's just a throwaway.
Right, yeah, until like the last like 2 hours.
That didn't work with the audience or with test audience. So.
Alternate ending in The Butterfly Effect, because the first ending's so good of him walking down the street, bumping into the girlfriend, fake Amy Smart or whoever that is.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Self-aborting fetus? Oh yeah. How about the fetus in the womb wraps the umbilical cord around its neck and it hangs itself? Which I'd be happy if Ashton Kutcher could go back in time and do. But like in this movie, you know, like what?
You might be able to Twitter
First of all, right, let's get off this topic because I don't want to talk any more about it. But let's talk about a movie I generally liked up until the last 5 minutes, and that's I Am Legend. Which any movie that's adapted from like such a brilliant, am I getting claps for that?
Yes, you are.
Such brilliant source material to begin with. It's very hard to say.
But like, which didn't you like? The
actual ending to that movie.
No, the theatrical one or this like alternate.
Well, no, the actual theatrical ending to I Am Legend.
Right.
It's like, okay, well, God sent you a butterfly, so now you're going to like swallow a grenade and blow up all the nocturnes or the vampires or whatever.
Yeah.
The alternate ending was so well thought out and so much better, and had such a darker twist to it.
Right.
And it was like, that was the movie in my head, because I had read the book, which the movie really does stray away from the book, the novella, whatever. And I know that like 3 versions have been made before, or 2 versions have been made before.
But that alternate ending is a little closer to like...
the original. It's it has this very dark, like Dr. Mengele-esque, like, I'm the monster. You know? Neville is the monster.
Right,
Neville's been killing, at night, who are the Nocturnes scared of? they're afraid that Neville's going to come and get him.
Right.
Not the other way around.
Right.
And he's like been experimenting on him and killing
And
him
that's
one
the
by one.
premise of the book.
And there's this Auschwitz, like, you know, duality to it and all, and everything. It's like, that's the movie in my head, and you filmed it, but it couldn't be the real movie.
Right. Yeah, like Keith, like what's...
Yeah, somebody else talk other than me.
It's not more like the ending, it's just the overall clusterfuck of what it is.
Well, I Am Legend or
no,
just,
no, like...
I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
Hit me with it.
I'm gonna go with X3.
Holy shit.
Just because...
Poor Brett Ratner. Brett Ratner. What the fuck happened to him, huh? What the fuck? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
It's like wrecking your dad's, like, Corvette.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit,
You're
I'm
like,
never gonna
I
get his
am
trust back.
You're fucking Cameron in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
With the Ferrari going
Yep.
out the window.
Such a
I'll
good
take it. I'll
contrast.
take the heat, man. Yeah.
I mean, Bryan Singer set it up. He had it ready for the spike.
Yeah.
You know, with the
Brett Ratner
Phoenix
comes
at the end.
With a fucking subtle bump to the other side.
I want to direct you to my notes and what I had written down. Poor adaptations, X-Men and Juggernaut.
Yeah,
specifically.
I mean, there's casting, but there's the plethora
of
like too many characters just to throw them all in.
Right.
You know, set this core group.
Hey, you know Multiple Man, who's got like this entire like pretty good backstory?
Yeah.
5 seconds.
He's there to
Gone.
misdirect the fucking government or whatever.
yeah, it's like
wow.
I'm running around the woods. You have Juggernaut and you have freaking Colossus, 10 feet from each other,
Right.
And they don't fight.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that would be too obvious. Let's be avant-garde and clever. It said Kitty Pryde versus Juggernaut. No.
Yeah.
No. I want to see two dudes beating the shit out of each other. Yeah. This
Right.
comes off the heels of Charles always did like building bridges.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like this, what a clusterfuck. I don't even know.
and
They don't even
PS
have
is like
cognitive senses
sunset.
to
It's
put
also
together.
sunset, and
Yeah.
it takes them what? It takes them 2 fucking hours to walk across that thing,
Yeah.
and it's pitch fucking black by the time they get there. Get
Dude,
the
I
fuck
have,
outta
like,
here.
no time for this movie.
Why even bother to introduce Angel for like the two scenes?
He's got to fly in and save someone.
Yeah,
Keith. That's his
I
entire basis
know,
of his
I know.
power.
Yeah, he has wings.
Take away one of the best characters that they introduced next to Nightcrawler. Where the fuck are you?
Oh, yeah.
He vamped away
Keith, he
with
died
Bryan
in the
Singer.
tie-in video game.
I know
You
exactly.
fucking idiot. Duh, everybody knows.
AKA Alan Cumming read the script and said, you know, I'm
Yeah.
going to pass on this.
Yeah.
Half.
I need another Tony Award. I don't need to be in this. You know, like,
And you
in
know,
the movie in your head. Tell us, go
the
ahead.
movie in my head, I would lose a lot of the characters. I really would.
Well, I mean, they got rid of a lot of characters.
Would you go,
which is
even though two made the transition into it, would you go Dark Phoenix or would you just tell another story?
I think Dark Phoenix.
I would go with Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, I would
That's
have
ballsy.
waited for Bryan Singer to be ready to come back.
To be,
I read this interview with Bryan Singer, and he said that he regrets
Yeah.
doing Superman. Like how and he's like, oh, I respect Brett Ratner, blah 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 blah. But like,
whatever.
you know,
PR.
Brett Ratner read that, and he's just like, thumbs down.
Yeah.
And you know, you introduce Colossus next to, make him bigger. Don't just have him do the fastball special.
Give me a high five, dude.
You know.
Seriously?
Nikita, how about the movie in your head?
Oh my god. I don't know where to start. Someone spike me.
What's the movie you
Brett
hate
Ratner.
the most? Would you say it was Teeth?
In Bruges and Teeth, they're competing with each other. I hate them so hard, and I know I get a lot of shit for hating In Bruges, and I hate it. Like I truly hate it with like my entire body. But the thing
You hate
is,
it enough to give you cancer? Like, you hate it that much?
I went into that movie because I saw the poster, and it was like English men with guns.
Marketing, you win this round.
In like a little quaint
once.
European town, I guess it was Bruges. And I'm like, oh, so they're gonna be chasing each other, and it's gonna be like Crank and like shoot 'em up kind of style. Like they're just gonna be chasing each other. It's gonna be ridiculous.
So much
And
chasing.
then like an hour goes by, and like what's his name is like crying.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell's crying. I don't know why people think he's attractive. He's crying. And
The accent.
and
They're
like
both
there's
statements,
just
yeah.
shit going on, and then they chase each other with guns like for a minute, and then that guy like climbs up a tower like after he was shot like a couple times. So he's bleeding to death all the way to the top, and he jumps off, and he like splats on the ground, but he's still alive enough to like tell Colin Farrell like what he needs to tell him, which I don't know how he remembered it. And then they like chased each other for like maybe 5 minutes. It was really funny, and I was like, fuck yes! I want to pay you like $10 a seat. And then it was over.
Done.